Ashlee Jenae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania. And her fiance, Joe McCann, claims that she hung herself.
Anyone? Why would she hung herself, bro? Bro, keep it a buck. That girl was posting up online, happy, all type of shit, bro. Posting on Instagram, her birthday pictures, all that girl was having a goddamn blast, gang. You had your plans, bro, brother man. You had your plans, brother.
Craziest stories I've seen on the internet in a very long time, and it got the entire internet divided. Ashlee Jenae is an influencer who has went viral for her content around her interracial relationship. She's dating an older white guy as a young black woman, and that's something that people gravitated towards. People like other people who wish to be in their own interracial relationships gravitated towards this. She would often flaunt the extravagant lifestyle that her white boyfriend was able to get for her. And from the outside looking in, they was the perfect couple, and she had it made. She was a young black girl in Miami.
Bro, we need to stop saying that people relationships are perfect just because they post happy pictures online and they post happy videos and they on vacation and all that, bro. That doesn't mean nothing, bro. We don't know what's going on inside behind the closed doors. We don't know. You don't know what she going through. I could come online, post up with my shorty for me, go out, buy some clothes, for me, buy a little trip, a little hotel, something for me for like a little Tucson, post up nice. I look like I got something, but in reality, I probably be struggling. Feel me? Don't know that.
Who was able to bag a hedge fund manager. Her boyfriend was Joe McCann. He describes himself as a technology executive. He's a hedge fund manager. He owns his own company. So the dude had a lot of money. And from the outside looking in, he was taking care of her and giving her a lot of that money. Even though there was no evidence to the contrary that they was a loving, devoted couple who was committed to each other and loved each other. Right. People always had a bad feeling about this guy, Joe McCann, and her comment section would actually prove that. Now, it's unclear if these are just people commenting because, they disagree with interracial relationships, or if they knew something that Ashlee and the rest of us didn't know. About 18 weeks ago, one user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "He is going to harm you, get out." 19 weeks ago, another user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "What a dummy."
What a dummy. He would kill you. One of the slave owners. Oh my God.
He would kill you, the slave owner. Now, this person don't really seem like they had any type of foresight or they knew any information about Joe. It just seems like hate, which obviously we detest and disavow completely. But people had a bad vibe about this dude and people were expressing it to her, but it didn't really seem like she was too concerned. About a week and a half ago, Ashlee and Joe went to this beautiful island in Africa called Zanzibar. They went there for vacation, but Joe had other plans for Ashlee. Joe had plans on proposing to Ashlee in Zanzibar, and when they got there, Joe proposed, and we've seen everything play out on social media. Right. But that should just seem so damn staged to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. With that big ass shit walking around like Bud. The engagement was also a birthday surprise for her as well because she turned 31 years old in Zanzibar and she posted her birthday pictures on April 5th. Right? Again, it looks like she was very happy to be in Zanzibar. She was very happy to be turning 31. The caption for the post says, "Chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be." She's feeding giraffes on her birthday. It looks like life couldn't get any much better for Ashlee. Which is why the internet is absolutely stunned to find out that after Ashlee got engaged, after Ashlee was feeding giraffes, after Ashlee was talking about how life couldn't get any much better for her at this point, and that she's just turned 31 and she's exactly where she wants to be, after Ashlee expressed how grateful she was for life, the internet was stunned to find out that Ashlee was found dead shortly afterwards. And even more shocked that Joe was saying that Ashlee self-deleted herself, that Ashlee did it to herself and took her own life. Yeah. A friend of Ashlee named Savannah Britt would take to social media and say, We need justice for my friend Ashlee Jenae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania, and her fiance Joe McCann claims that she hung herself.
Anyone? Why would she hung herself, bro? Bro, keep it a buck. That girl was posting up online, happy, all type of shit, bro. Posting on Instagram, her birthday pictures. All that girl was having a goddamn blast, gang. You had your plans, bro, brother man. You had your plans, brother man. Stop it. Stop it.
Ashley knows she would never do this. We need answers now. Officials did confirm that Ashlee was found unresponsive in her hotel room by Joe. So Joe found her unresponsive, and Joe is claiming that she did this to herself. But if Joe and Ashlee is on vacation, then why was Joe gone long enough to where Ashlee would be able to do this?
Exactly.
To me, that doesn't make sense, all right? And if this person was in the mind state where they were going to do this, I feel like there would have been clear-cut signs. But her family is saying this is not even possible, right? And I'll be real, social media right now isn't buying this story either.
Okay, so at this point, let's just go ahead and lock up Joe and everybody else that believes his story, because you cannot for a second get me to believe that this woman hung herself. If you have not seen the news yet, this lady here is Ashlee Jenae. She's 31. She's an influencer. She has a very large following on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a TikTok page. If she does, please tag it in the comments. This woman was in Tanzania for her 31st birthday. While they were there, he proposed to her. Somewhere along the lines of that proposal and the rest of that day, they got into an argument, according to him. They slept in separate rooms. That's where it starts to not click for me. They got into an argument after the proposal.
So y'all got into an argument, and then all of a sudden she just go kill herself, bro? Really? Really, my nigga? Really, gang? Like, y'all got into an argument and she just, well, come on, gang. I'm pretty sure y'all have gotten into multiple arguments, bro. Why she and Ben did that? Bro, you did that, brother. You are my brother.
Now,
I just say brother.
He's claiming that he went into her room and found her unresponsive. The family is claiming that he waited 2 days before he even called the authorities or the family to let them know what was going on. So he wants everybody to believe that he just walked in there and found her unconscious. He's claiming that she hung herself.
Okay.
She's in a foreign country on her birthday. She just got proposed to. According to the family, she is full of life. She's very positive and everything. But somewhere along the lines of this entire vacation, she hung herself. And it's what he wants people to believe.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it. Lock him up.
Nobody not buying
and everybody else that believes his story.
It's unclear if him waiting 2 days is confirmed. But what is confirmed is, yes, they did have an argument according to Joe. They went their separate ways. He goes to another room. She's in the room they booked. They don't speak, according to Joe, for a while. He comes back to check up on her because he hasn't heard from her. He finds her unconscious and unresponsive. I don't know too many people, especially too many Americans, who's waiting to go to Africa and to do that to themselves, bro.
Like, come on.
I'm thinking that if somebody...
Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is not y'all first argument. Like, for me, so if that was the case, she would have been did that to herself, bro. Why wait till she go to Africa to unalive herself, bro? That doesn't add up, bro. Come on, man.
Do that to themselves, it'll be somewhere right and familiar. I don't think that that young woman is saying, "Hey, I'm in Africa where my family is nowhere around me."
And then her family also saying that she was full of life and all that. I'm pretty sure like her family would have for me seen different shit she doing that issue was off. Like for me, she was depressed and shit like that. They can see different signs and shit, bro. Them people ain't seen it. People say she was happy as shit. You did that, brother.
I have nobody around me that knows me other than this man who I'm currently beefing with and arguing with. Let me do this to myself in a foreign land. I just don't think that's plausible at all. I don't. I do think something nefarious took place here. And the family also thinks so too, because the family released the full statement and hear what they had to say. The family statement writes, Ashlee Robinson was on what should have been one of the happiest trips of her life, a birthday celebration in Zanzibar, Africa. Ashlee's birthday was April 5th. She just turned 31. Surrounded by beauty, love, and wildlife, she became engaged during a safari an unforgettable moment that marked the start of a future she was excited to build. She and her fiance, Joe McCann, were staying in a luxury villa at the Zori Zanzibar, continuing what we believe was her dream trip. But just days later, that dream turned into our family's worst nightmare. Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Nothing about this loss feels real. One moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashlee fashion, and the next she was gone. The suddenness, the unanswered questions, and the distance from home have made this tragedy even more overwhelming for our family. At this time, there is an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ashlee's suspicious passing. Although we have many questions, we are placing our trust in the officials in Zanzibar and are working closely with them as we seek clarity and answers. I'll be real, bruh, with family right now. If you trust African authorities, the police in Africa, if you trust the police in Africa to prosecute and to seek answers in the death of your daughter that involves a really, really, really wealthy white man, you're out of your mind, bro.
I'm saying that's why he planned this whole, bro. He planned this whole thing, planned this whole shit out. Gonna go to Africa. Come on, bro. Like he know, bro. He know over there, like it's gonna be different, bro. It's not America where for me. They gonna really dig in, bro. African, bro. People don't care. He could pay them some money, bro. They'll throw that shit to the side like it's nothing.
Right. I'm African myself, and I'm here to tell you right now, bro. These African officials are corrupt, and they going with whatever the rich white man got to say, bro. Y'all got to hire a private investigator. These officials ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Mm.
But it goes, Ashlee was deeply loved. She was vibrant, full of life, and has so much ahead of her. Our family is completely devastated, and we appreciate the prayers and compassion we have received as we navigate the unimaginable loss. We respectfully ask that any information not directly provided by our family be treated as an unverified and not considered factual at this time. This is where the story takes a turn, and it turns into a gender war. So some black men are going back and finding her social media posts and conduct, and they're saying, hold on. Based off what we found belonging to Ashlee, her death ain't our issue. It ain't our business. We is minding our business and staying out of it. I don't want to go as far as saying they're celebrating her death because of these posts, but they're not really too sad or showing any type of remorse or sympathy for her because of these posts. So one post, Ashlee wrote, "Every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us." In another post, Ashlee says that, that she's been wanting mixed kids since the 3rd grade. She would write, "I've been saying since the 3rd grade my children will be mixed. Laugh my A off." In another post, and this appears to be an Instagram comment, Ashlee would write, "Oh brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not the white ones though." Again, she says, "Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white. Beating their women still. Or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine." In response to these posts resurfacing, one user says, "The woman that died explicitly excluded pink men from committing this kind of violence. That's the point." Somebody says, "Oh my damn." Somebody says, "It gets worse." Shaking my head. This MF basically said white men don't beat or harm women. LOL. Couldn't believe my eyes when she said this, shaking my head. Somebody says, "Yikes."
Why you think so, bro? Why you think a lot of them white women be in check so much, bro? A lot of them, different program over there. They control, man. Control these women, bro.
Somebody says, "Yikes," but still not right. Right? So, and if you go on social media right now, you hear the discourse of, man, why should we feel bad because of this? Why should we feel bad? You feel me? She ain't rock with black men. She ain't like us. She was online disparaging us and saying mean things about us. Why should we feel sorry? Now, this same argument was here when that dude who was murdered by his white woman in the elevator, that dude, when his death went viral, and people went back and found his extremely anti-black women posts on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. People say, you know what? Well, black women say, you know what? We staying out of this one. This dude did not like black women at all. Now, with this Ashlee post, for like her comment was directed towards somebody else comment on her post. Her saying she always wanted mixed babies since the 3rd grade, things like that. Fine. All I can say is I'm still going to pray for this family. I'm still going to seek justice for this woman. I'm still not going to hold this against her. She's dead. I feel like death is the ultimate redemption. Once you pass away, I feel like you should be forgiven for a lot of what you do. Again, not all now. All right. If you was touching babies, if you was murdering people when you pass away, bruh, hey man, ain't no forgiving that, man. But for things like this, silly things like this, man, you should be forgiven in your death. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you like?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, this video is crazy as hell. We all know what it is, bro. We all know what it is, bro. We all know what it is. He did it. Simple, bro. He did it, bro. And he rich, so he might be able to cover it up unless they get, like he said, private investigators, bro. 9 out of 10, they probably don't got the money for that, but we'll see. When it comes to what she was saying online, I get it, my black brothers. We ain't going for that, bro. We was on your side, stay on your side. You ain't want to mess with us. You said that we too up for you. We embarrassed you. Yeah. Every black man don't do what every black man do, bro. They got different. That's why God made different versions of everybody, bro. We all not the same, brother. We all not the same. So don't compare all black men to each other, bro. Feel me? But you was on your side, so stay on your side. But that's that video, man. Let me know how y'all boys feel about this video in the comment section, man. We're gonna find the subs, man. The grind don't stop, never gonna stop. I'm out here.